Hi everyone, welcome back. I decided today I'm going to do another Samhain Halloween reading because why not? It deserves another reading, so I figured, yeah, why the hell not? So, anyway, I also wanted to say that I do have a Calendly link in the description box below, so if you like my stuff and my readings, then please make an appointment with me and we can do something more individualized. So let's see. As I shuffle the cards, I'm going to get an idea of just this year's Halloween, Samhain Festival, just how things are being in general. So I'm going to do that Celtic Cross spread again, and there we go. And then, yeah, we'll see what happens. So I just have to shuffle a little bit more, and this is just a little bit of an unusual Celtic Cross. It's slightly different. Instead of 10 cards, there are 11. So let me pick my cards and we'll start. Just got to get another shuffle in. Okay, so I'm going to use the little worksheet again because, you know, it's still relatively new to me, and we'll see how it goes. So first up, we have what's Halloween in the present time, basically. We have the 10 of Pentacles. So with this 10 of Pentacles, it's really just like things are really coming together for Halloween this year. I think that it's kind of like the end of something, a culmination of just bad influences that have been impacting us. So it's kind of like a sigh of relief that we're taking this Halloween, Samhain. And so in position 2, crossing this present position, what your soul is calling you to do, and we have the 7 of Swords. So we need to fight. We need to really kind of make ourselves heard this Halloween. We need to make sure that things don't go back to the way that they used to be. Like, if the Hierophant were in this reading, I would say something different, but so far the Hierophant is not in this reading. So also, I like the Hierophant, so I'm not going to say anything. But we really need to fight for what we believe in, really, and really just hold things close. Like, really just let reason take over for once, and not emotion that is unnecessary or kind of unruly in a way. So that yeah, for the third position, which is as above, in the typical Celtic cross, we have what's rising in you, and we have the Page of Wands. This is a messenger, right? We're messengers of change. We're harbingers of change, where we can really just kind of allow this sense of worthiness to really just wash over us this Halloween. We're really starting to take that leap and to go into what we really want and what we believe in, and without looking back. So I think, yeah. Position 4, what's falling away? The Ten of Swords. This Halloween, we're bringing in new energy. We're bringing in new beginnings and leaving things behind that don't serve us, especially in terms of how we think of things. And I think like this Halloween, it's just kind of like it's kind of like this explosion of energy that I've been really just tapping into. Like there's this sort of crackling energy in the air that I've been feeling, and I feel like, you know, it's kind of almost come to a head. So there we go. So hopefully this Halloween something happens. And so next we have position 5, which is soul gifts. It's kind of like the Hierophant, but not really. We have the 6 of Cups. So this 6 of Cups is really about like how we can start to really think about what matters the most to us, just like with the 7 of Wands and the Page of Wands as well. So the 7 of Cups, or 6 of Cups, excuse me, is really just kind of looking back and seeing the things that we really love the most. And just this Halloween's energy is so different from past years that I can't really explain it. It's just different. and that's the best I can do right now, because I don't think I have words to really explain this energy that's happening this Halloween. Position 6, what's being manifested currently based on the past? We have strength. We are strong. We can take on the bear here. Whoever this bear is, whatever this bear is, we can take it on, because we're bringing things to an end to start new beginnings. Position 7 is the next step. We have the Knight of Cups. Again, fight for what you believe in. Really make your emotions and your values and your creative intellect shine in this moment, this Halloween. And really just go forth and get it. Position 8 is past life influence, the Ace of Swords. So with the Ace of Swords, it's really a lot of like creating something, new ideas that you've been thinking about for a long time. So, you know, that could, past life experience could just be a part of yourself that is no longer like you right now, or it could really be a past life experience. So really going forward, so this is kind of moving into this current and present life. So it's not necessarily a negative aspect of yourself, but it is crossing over. So that's what I'm trying to get across, is that it's crossing over, and it's not a negative aspect at all. And so position 9 is what you need to know. The King of Cups is here. We had him yesterday. This King of Cups is really powerful. He's a really powerful presence. He's very in tune with his emotions. So maybe this is kind of like a person that we're waiting for to come and save us this Halloween, this Samhain. It could be a new leader, and it could be male, could be female, could be non-binary. I only use the pronouns as, you know, traditional tarot dictates, but gender does not matter. And so with the King of Cups, it's really just like someone who has been kind of biding their time, to really kind of like make sure that it's the right time to come forward and to make a change. Position 10 is hopes and fears. And with this deck, it's a little bit different than other decks because it has an extra major arcana card. It's the Seeker. And I think we had a similar situation yesterday for today, which is Halloween, Samhain, the new year. So I think like with the Seeker card, it's really just like hopes. You want this to happen. You really want this to happen. But at the same time, we're afraid that this person, this King of Cups, will not be successful and will not succeed. It will not be strong enough to really pull through and make progress and meaningful change. So I think that's kind of an interesting card, and I'm going to pull an extra, like a clarifier, just to get a better idea. Yeah. So the clarifier for the Seeker is the Tower. Right. Destruction for the sake of creation. That's basically how the Tower works. And it doesn't always have to be painful. And I think that in this instance, it may have to come to a head before this King of Cups energy can really take hold and make change for the better. This Halloween, again, this is a Halloween reading, a Samhain reading. So lastly, the last card is the 11th card, and that is the potential outcome. And that's the 6-month forecast. And we have the Ace of Cups. A new realization is coming. Like, we have the dove and the olive branch here. This is a peace offering. This is something that we can really kind of allow for and create. And it's the way that this is set up is here's the King of Cups and the Ace of Cups in the cross on my table is right next to the Ace of Cups. I mean, King of Cups. I misspoke. So with that said, the Ace of Cups being next to the King of Cups is kind of a good omen in a way. It's a good omen because it's like a way of bringing forward peace and change for the better and really kind of allowing ourselves to create something. This Halloween is really just full of energy. I can't quite explain it. And I know I've mentioned that before, but it's just something that I've really kind of picked up on this year that I don't think I've picked up on in past years before. So I think in terms of like positive change, this is going to be a good thing. We need this King of Cups. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards from my Woodland Wardens deck. Just to get more of what this Halloween has in store for us. Just to kind of see what's happening. And I could do that other Halloween spread that I have. I think I might do that with the Oracle. So I think I'll do that instead. Okay. So I have the Samhain. It's a tarot spread. It says Samhain tarot spread, but I think that I'll use my Oracle cards for it just to get a better idea of how this Halloween is going to go. So the first question is the card to describe the spirit that wants to communicate. So I'm going to shuffle my deck and see what that spirit wants to communicate, or what the spirit wants, what the spirit is. The second card the second question is a set of 3 cards, so I will pull 3. And then the fourth is a set of, or the third, sorry, is just 1. Fourth card. And the 5th card. Okay. So, the first card, the card to describe the spirit that wants to communicate, is the possum and the peony, and that's bashfulness. So I'm going to read a little bit more about the possum and the peony because I think that the cards can be a little bit misleading. And so, let's see, it's 38. Let me see. 28, I mean. Here we go. To play possum is to remain quiet and still when faced with danger. The expression comes from the possum's unique reaction to fear. It keels over and pretends to be dead. This is an instinctual response and an effective one. Spotting what appears to be a dead possum, predators will often lose interest. Similarly, the beautiful peony flower is associated with bashfulness. According to Greek mythology, nymphs who wished to hide from mortal eyes would disguise themselves as peonies. So it's upright. I always pull my cards upright. And it says, you may wish to hide from the world. While periods of solitude are necessary and healthful, be sure your retreat isn't driven by fear. So the spirit is a little bit bashful. It's kind of afraid to speak up, I think. So I want it to know, the spirit, that this is a safe space. So the next cards, what the spirit has to say to me. And I pulled 3 cards for this. So I have the otter and cattail. That's about peace. I pulled the owl and hops, and that's wisdom. And the tortoise and coriander, and that's about satisfaction. So I will read all 3 of those. I think, well, maybe not. So the otter and cattail, what the spirit has to say is that this Halloween is going to be peaceful, also will instill a sense of wisdom in us. This Halloween in Samhain has like a sense of wisdom, and I think that might be kind of what I'm picking up on, as well as satisfaction of change. So with the tortoise and coriander, it's really just about allowing ourselves to be satisfied with what we have and to allow ourselves to be satisfied with change and not fear it. The next card is why the spirit is here right now. Yeah, we got the Martin and Fox Club, and that's mischief. This is a Hellraiser, huh? The spirit's kind of, so bashful, but I'm getting a sense that it's kind of like not a trickster spirit, but like a spirit that is really kind of also into mischief and playing pranks. So I think that's kind of apt and interesting for Samhain. That makes a lot of sense that it would be mischief because it is like a night of mischief. And so, touche. The fourth one is the direct message from the spirit is that, I see. There's the quail and gooseberry, and that's about anticipation. Also, the sense that I'm picking up on is like, it's a sense of anticipation. Something is happening. Something real will be happening this Samhain and Halloween. I use them interchangeably, Samhain, Halloween. Let me know if I'm wrong for doing so. And I will change. So just anyway, but yeah, this sort of crackling energy that I can feel this year is really just like, you know, this the anticipatory kind of feeling that I'm just getting is like things are going to move forward. It's like kind of like if you pull a rubber band, there's only so much tension that it can withstand before it actually snaps. So I think that's kind of what I'm getting at. And finally, what should I take from this conversation? The last card. And we have the bear and cedar, and that's about leadership. Leadership is important. Again, I was thinking maybe this is kind of a new leader that we need. This could be one of us. It could be someone else. But that King of Cups energy is really interesting. So what I think I'll do is pull a couple of my Citadel cards and get a reading on how or what this leader is like. So I'll only pull like a couple, like 2 or 3. So let's see. Okay. So I will shuffle. So who is this leader? I hope it's a good leader, but this energy that I'm catching on to is just really, it is powerful. It's strong. It definitely has a presence right before they show themselves, right? So definitely their presence precedes them. Their reputation precedes them. I'll pull one more. Okay, so we have the Fate, and that's about accepting help and guidance. I will read that real quick, and I just had it open. Okay. Some unexpected help is due to come your way. You may not be able to see what causes your struggles or know of those who plot against you, but others can, and they won't let you face it uninformed. This guidance may come from an unexpected source, so look out for signs that will guide you in the right direction. Maybe that's me guiding you. I don't know, but I think that it could be something having to do with like someone else that, you know, could be coming forward, and I'm just picking up on it and letting you all know. The next one is the Cartographer, a crossroads and exploration. So let's get that one. Let's see where. 66. All right. You currently find yourself at a crossroads, unsure of which direction to take. Something within you is eager for a new journey, but doubts make you hesitate. Which path will lead you where you want to go, and which will lead you to an unexpected destination or astray? When inner conflicts stop you from taking the next step forward, overcome that uncertainty and embody the boldness you need. I think that's fitting. I think the cartographer is an interesting kind of card, because it's almost like they're paving the way forward. This person, whoever it is, they're really kind of creating something new that maybe we haven't had before, or maybe haven't seen before. So I think like this cartographer and the fate, like I think those are really interesting cards for this reading. So anyway, I guess that's all I have for you today. I know I did a Samhain and Halloween read yesterday for today, but I decided, why not? We'll do a second one. So here you are. Anyway, that's all I have for you. Have a great day, everyone. Happy Halloween.